Um, Hi everyone, I'm Sonia, anorexic bulimic, abstinent date 1st of August, 22. I eat and weigh 3 measured meals a day, nothing in between. And do you know what? This has been a real journey for me. I've been in the fellowship about three years and just couldn't get a day one. I'd get some days behind me, and then I would pick up or not pick up, and not be abstinent and leave. And then it was just like I kept hearing just stay, just stay, and that's what I did. And I hear a lot in Grey Sheets that eventually it will get you. And I think that's what happened. I was so sick and tired of feeling sick and tired of this merry-go-round of starving, making myself sick, not eating, um, missing a meal out, picking something up I shouldn't have picked up, and then punishing myself by starving again. And in the early days, it worked. The lowest I got down to was 4.5 stone, and I'd been in plenty of eating disorder units, and I had enough because I just kept going back, being admitted, and and I'm 15 years in another fellowship, and I come in and I surrendered. And with this, I don't know, it's just so much harder with the food, because food you have to eat to survive and live. And the drugs, I can live without. And the laxative abuse. I've got health conditions that the starving made worse. And just repeating that same thing, that shame, that guilt, that the secrecy, wanting to be on my own so no one couldn't see me, exercise, like just manic exercising, and just. But then as the years got on, it stopped working for me. So in what would happen, I would not eat, but my body started to store, and I started to get bigger. And the doctor at the eating disorder told me this would happen, and I never believed it. And it did. It started to happen, and I tried another fellowship, food fellowship, and you have to eat carbs on that. And I don't like carbs. I'm frightened of carbs. So I would deliberately pick up so that I'd go back to day one again. And then a friend that was in FA with me come over to Grey Sheets, and I rang her one day, and I just said, like, what do you do? And she was like, just give it a go, give it a go. And I did, and that was how I was for like 3.5 years, just back to day one. And I was so embarrassed and ashamed of keep going back. Oh, day one, day one. But just everyone just was like, just keep coming back, just stay, just commit. My sponsor was so loving. She never judged me. She was like, are you ready to commit the next meal? And I was like, yeah. I would, ringing up was never a problem. I would ring her on time, even a bit before, commit my food, do meetings. But it was just that, thinking it's going to be different this time. And what I've understood, maybe not understood, but in the beginning, I don't think I had an allergy to sugar. I definitely didn't. But it's progressed, and I truly believe that I've got a addiction with sugar. And it just, sometimes it's just the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel disgusting. And the year that I've had is it's been a roller coaster. But I can't believe that I'm sitting here, and that I haven't picked up, and that I'm a year abstinent, because this is nothing that I've done. This is and I know that because I haven't got to 15 years in my other fellowship by doing this by myself. You know, this is all down to God, because I need a higher power. Nothing human can stop me from this illness, and the only thing that I've found out that works is a higher power, and I'm working a program to the best of my abilities. I'm looking to go through the steps. Really, really want to go through the steps in GreySheeters, and I've it's not been easy. I'm not one of them that sits on her and says I love my food, because I don't. I detest and still hate my body. I've really been ill recently, and I've been put on an 8-week high dose steroids, and I'm constantly looking, oh my God, look, I've ballooned up again, my face, I've got that moon-shaped face, and it's Way Day coming up soon, and I know I've got to put on, and this is just going to take time for me, and sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, and but I pray every morning for acceptance and of who I am, my body, where I am today, my shape, my size, and the willingness to show me to keep on surrendering, because I know I haven't surrendered fully, but I'm surrendering, day by day, and that's just where where I'm at. I've had my sponsor had to ban me from going to the gym, because I was doing like twice a day, every day, getting up at silly o'clock in the morning, and that I started to make that my higher power, and I'd stop doing meetings, and I could feel it coming on, and she was like, right, I'm gonna ban you for 30 days, and it was the best thing she did, because that obsession is gone from me now. I can go and do my class. She's told me to not see how many calories I'm burning, and I don't press the button to see, and that's a miracle for me, today. I love that I can put my food on the scale. I know what I'm eating. I know that it's what I'm meant to eat. I don't have to sit and think about what am I going to eat. Is that the right portion? Is it too big, or is it too small? Because I've got a head that lies to me, like us all, um, and it's still, I'm still early days. I look at, bloody hell, Grania, and she's like, God's just like, and the people on here that have got so much time, it's just like, but for me, it's just a day at a time, and that's all I've got. And as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, and keep, surrendering, connecting with my higher power, I'm safe and protected. And no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at me, I don't have to pick up or starve or not eat a meal, or eat a meal, or whatever it may be. And but the consequences of starving is I've now got to have a colostomy bag. The doctors have told me this is my only chance now. All my options are gone now, and they're literally waiting on my phone call to say book me in. But I had one when I was 18, and I had it reversed, and this one will be permanent. It's really hard. It's really hard to get my head around that I've got to have it. And yeah, so I'm trying to get my head around that. It's really bad. It's not to be, but it's I'm incontinent now, and it's this is the consequence of what I've done to my body, and the fact that I've got Crohn's. Starving, and you can't do that with Crohn's, and because of that now, the consequences of that is a colostomy bag. And but what did I think I could go through all these years abusing my body and there'd be no consequences, you know? And my kids and my partner are just like, just have it, you know? I can't go anywhere because I'm frightened I'm going to have accidents all the time, constantly in black. And if I am out, I'm like, quick, I've got to find a toilet. And it's not a way. It's not a way to live. But it's something I've got to make that decision. And yeah, I'm sure I'll come up with the right decision. And yeah, sorry, it's a bit gloom and doom, but this is just where I'm at the moment. You know, my life ain't. I'm not going to sit here and say my life is rosy, um, because it ain't. But it's still better than being in the madness and being out there and doing all that abuse to myself. Um, so I'm very grateful to be abstinent today, and you know, it's a very loving fellowship and a lot of support, and no judgmental, no people being judgmental of me, and yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it there. I've gone a bit blank. Thank you.